For many years, I negotiated things that should never have been up for negotiation. My dignity, my visibility, my peace. The older I get, the clearer I become. I just came to the realization that non-negotiables are not walls. They are standards. They are standards, and I live by that standard. It is what it is. This is not a list of rules for other people. It is a description of what I refuse to trade away anymore. If you are queer, African, religious, non-religious, if you are spiritual, if you are not spiritual, if you are partnered, single, old, young, whatever, it does not matter. I want you to ask yourself, what have I been negotiating that should never have been up for debate? What have I been negotiating that should never, ever, ever been up for debate? Ask yourself this. Yeah. Anyway, let's get into it. Welcome to Igbo Queer and Unfiltered podcast. My name is Charles Okeke. My goodness, we are at episode 72. Episode 72. My freaking goodness. And this episode is my non-negotiables as a gay Igbo man. My non-negotiables as a gay Igbo man. Things I am never going to negotiate. My humanity is not up for debate. I am not here to joke with you. I am going to live my life regardless. But before we get into this, actually, I sat down and was thinking about things. I was looking at my life and looking at how, as a gay Igbo man, that the world is not meant for someone like me, for people like me. I am hated. Some of the social media platforms are suppressing my content for people not to see them. I get death threats. I get hate on a daily basis. Yesterday, I was on TikTok live stream. Of course, TikTok, for some reason, my things are no longer being shown to people like that. My live stream visibility is limited. I was talking the other day, I was in front of a painting, and TikTok said, "Oh, we are restricting your views because of nudity." Nobody there. I have mentioned this as well before, that in Paris, when I was in Paris, I went into the bathroom. I was wearing a t-shirt. I was talking to people and I had like over 200 people on the live stream. All of a sudden, somebody said he's naked. TikTok took my live stream down. I wasn't naked. I appealed it. TikTok said I was naked, which is weird to me. So yesterday I was on TikTok live and this particular individual came up with this name where it says Gay Igbo Man Hater. Like you created an account where it says Gay Igbo Man Hater because that's what I said I am. And you are there. The obsession is crazy to me, and the hatred and the death threat and things like this. Of course, some of these people are not going to have any access to me. But I'm a human being at the end of the day. And I'm not going to take any insult from anybody just because of I'm on these social media platforms and for you to speak crazy to me. And the fact that I'm being a voice of reasoning and I'm living my life, you think that I should go and get married to a woman and pretend that I'm not gay. And because of this, I said I wasn't going to go on Twitter or X now. But I started posting on X. And in the past few days, I gained over 1,000 followers on there. And at least they're not suppressing me. I know TikTok will get back to what it was before, but it's just crazy to me. I'm not going to just be here and allow you to insult me and wish me death. A lot of people who are not able to speak for themselves yet, who may see things like this and just feel extremely bad about themselves. And someone else, these are people who are saying that I should go to hell. Someone has created a Facebook account, named them Gay Igbo Man, spelled the gay wrongly, actually, on purpose, spelled gay as Gaey. Why? And had 9,000 followers. People will come to me and say, Charles, I follow you on Facebook. I will always be surprised because my Facebook account was my own kind of runway at the time. And I will be like, I have only 200 and something people here. How are all of you saying that you follow me on Facebook? It was someone who came on my live stream one day, showed me this account. So this person had created this account and was cloning all my videos and blocked me so I couldn't see them. So I reported it to Facebook. And Facebook verified everything that is my details and whatever, and they deleted this account. Now, what I did is, I now named my Facebook account as Gay Igbo Man, because you are not going to be doing this. And everyone, even some of these women who are constantly saying to me that you are a disgrace, blah, 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 it's just nonstop. Don't get me wrong, this is not getting to me, but it's just crazy that a lot of you think that you are going to insult me, but you are trying to profit off my name. And you are creating an account. If this is not obsession, what is it? And a lot of these people are just so freaking angry because they want to be friends with me so much and they don't have access to me. I'm not even joking. You cannot see me on the street and have the audacity to speak to me. It's wild to me. Anyway, I went on a tangent there, but let's get into it. Authenticity is non-negotiable. I'm done. I'm done performing a safer version of myself to reduce other people's discomfort. That does not mean I tell everyone everything. I don't do that. I don't tell every of my story because I respect myself and I have privacy and a lot of things. But that doesn't mean that you should do higia and haga to me. Privacy and hiding are not the same thing. Privacy is a choice. Hiding is a requirement imposed by fear. I am private, but I'm not hiding. I'm not going to tell you the intricacies of my life, what I do on a daily basis, how I do things, where I go to, what I do with my man in the bedroom and all of these things. But I am not going to hide. I am done shrinking. I am not going to make myself small for anybody. So I am going to be visible, even if these people want to insult me and say every of the nonsense. I don't freaking care. I am ready, but I am a human being at the end of the day. I won't deny my identity to make a room comfortable. I won't pretend my relationships are hypocritical, hypothetical. Oh God, I'm going to bite my tongue. Hypothetical. And a lot of these people just think that I'm with a man. This is all a lie. I'm pretending. The annoying thing is some of these people who come and say, you're hungry, you're gay because of this. Why are you with whatever? You can never, ever in your life be 1% of what this man is to me. It is not your fucking problem who I am with. Look at, so you can't even choose so and so. It's not your business. I am not going to deny who I am. Being with somebody that cares for me and I care for them and they respect me, even if there is disagreement and whatever, that is my business. If my man's face is not showing on my profile, why is it that a lot of you who tend to be extremely angry towards me will be like, why are you not showing the face of your man? How is it your business? I won't build a public persona that contradicts my real life. There's a difference. Privacy is privacy, but what you see is what you get. I swear. I'm still not over this person that created this particular account and called himself Gay Igbo Man hater. Are you that obsessed with me? Are you that obsessed with me? Because the truth of the matter is that some of these people will claim that they are not gay. They don't like men. But when you speak to a gay man, everything you talk about is about sex. Sexual is the things you want to do. And because religion and your church and your pastor already told you that it is evil, you don't want to do it and you think you're going to tell me things about myself that I don't even do. Respectfully, fuck all of you homophobic people because some of you need help. And a lot of you who do these things sleep with men. You do it in secrecy. You hate yourself. I have explained this so many times. Some of my friends have been with men who will come and be intimate with them. And after the intimacy, they will start complaining, you made me commit sin. You are evil. You are this. You are that. Can we be extremely clear here? My authenticity is not up for bargaining. It's not up for debate. I am authentic. I am real to myself. Of course, I'm going to get hate. I'm going to get people push back. I'm going to get people say things to me and wish me death and say that they are going to attack me. But at the end of the day, I am living my life authentically and unapologetically. I am not here pretending to be a straight man and be with a woman and then sleep with men behind her back. We are not doing that here. Respect is non-negotiable. You are going to respect me. If you decide to want to speak to me crazy, that's not going to happen. Just because we are on these social media streets does not mean you have the right to speak to me anyhow. I can disagree with people. I can have difficult conversations, but contempt is not a relationship model. I will not normalize being mocked, diminished, or constantly put on trial. That is not going to happen. I'm not in a court. I'm not in the front of a Supreme Court justice who is trying to tell me how I'm going to go to hell or heaven. You are not the judge of my life. You are not responsible for what is going to happen to me today, tomorrow, and the day after tomorrow. You are not God. You cannot judge me. You don't have the right to. A lot of you want to be this moral God and these people with moral high ground, and some of you are doing things that are extremely higgy and haga. But once you see a gay person, a queer person, all of a sudden you remember that you can put them on trial, that you are God, that the Bible said this, repent, it is evil. Fuck you. Are you okay? I think that a lot of you forget what respect looks like. Let me remind you, because a lot of you don't understand this. Some of you, because I know some of you were dragged up, and it's not your fault. It is not your fault that you were dragged up. But since you were dragged up, I'm going to help you raise you and tell you. Respect looks like this. Using my name and pronouns appropriately. Not treating my identity or identity of queer people as a debate or whatever you want to do, and constantly talking nonsense, listening without interrogation, disagreeing without I'm going to bite my tongue, disagreeing without dehumanizing. Because what I've realized is that a lot of you, when you speak to LGBTQIA plus individuals, when you disagree with us, you always dehumanize us. You always misgender. Like some people will come and talk to me and I will be talking to them, having conversations with them. All of a sudden they will call me boy girl. They will tell me that you're not a man. You are sleeping with a man, which means you are a woman. It's crazy to me. At the end of the day, we are all humans. And a lot of you who claim to be extremely religious people forget what love is and humanity. And I'm going to say this to you. I don't care. I do not need universal approval. But what I do require from you is a basic human respect. Basic. It is just a basic decency. And a lot of you lack that. If you see someone that is a trans woman, they are a woman, call that person a woman. It will not take anything away from you. It will not take anything away from you if you see a gay person's post and you think you don't like them. You can scroll past it. You have a thumb. You have agency. You can decide not to consume a content that you don't like. But the truth of the matter is that some of you will claim that you hate queer people, you hate LGBTQIA plus individuals, but you will be so invested. You will want to talk to us. You will want to be disrespectful. Ah, yeah, gay. Ah, yeah, gay. It is not a gay. Why are you gay? A lot of you are just wild to me. And it is actually sad sometimes to look at some of these people, the way they behave, because it is Higgy and Haga. And sometimes I just be like, I don't have that time. I'm not going to waste my energy speaking to you. Because let me tell you something. I will continue to be visible. Whether I am here or not, dead or alive, I will continue to be visible because a lot of you have already shared my content. Internet has audit trail. Whether my TikTok account is blocked, is banned, my YouTube account is banned, whatever, a lot of you have clipped my videos. It's everywhere. I have made the mark. I have spoken for that young person, for that LGBTQIA plus individual who is not able to speak for themselves yet. I have spoken for them and I will continue to speak for them, whether I am here in the presence or not. As I always say, I am glowy. I am a gay Igbo man who is sexy, glowy, moisturized, hydrated and unbothered, divinely protected and protected by my ancestors. Whether I am here or not, I am an ancestor in the making. I am going to be fighting and protecting other queer people, whether on this realm or wherever I'm going. Don't play with me. Don't play with me because I did not do anything to anybody. LGBTQIA plus individuals did not do anything wrong to you. We haven't chosen to be here. We were born this way. I did not choose to be gay. LGBTQIA plus individuals did not choose this. So you being harmful and unaliving some people thinking that you are doing something right, you will receive what you deserve, however it comes to you. Because being mean to people who did not do anything to you will not bode well for you. A lot of you think that it is okay for you to be insulting people that did not do anything to you, and you think it is going to be okay for you. I am going to be visible all the time. Because you know what? Visibility, I am doing it without shame. I am. Because you cannot shame me. You cannot shame me. We are not ashamed here. Like Billy Potter said, I am not ashamed anymore. I'm not ashamed. What am I ashamed of? What you're going to tell me is that, oh, you sleep with men. You suck on a penis. You allow a man to put a penis inside your behind. That's what all of you say. Okay, and then what? I'm a homosexual. I don't understand. Is everybody okay? That is why some of you men will not wash your anus because you think that if you wash it, you're gay. That is why some of you smell. You won't take care of yourself because you think that if I take care of myself and I look clean, that means I'm being gay. People will think I'm gay. If I dress well, people will call me gay. If I dress a certain way, people will call me gay. My dear, that is your problem. Deal with that. That doesn't have anything to do with me. I'm not interested in living as someone else's secret because at the end of the day, safety matters, strategy matters, but internalized shame is not a safety plan for me. I am not going to do that. My existence must not be hidden to preserve another person's reputation of our African parents, of our people, of our family, and things like this. No, that's never going to happen. Some of my relatives are not talking to me like that, and that's fine. Some of them say to me, oh, you are a disgrace, you're shameful. I actually recorded a video that I haven't posted about some of the things my relatives said to me about being a gay Igbo man that I don't care. Like I ranked them from number 1 to 5 based on how I don't care. I don't know when I will have time to post that on TikTok, when I will be able to edit it. But I'm just saying that I don't care about what you think about your reputation. That is why some of our African leaders will do certain things and put all these laws. And people will be punishing gay people and telling gay people things. Meanwhile, they allow politicians to be living their lives and doing everything and stealing from them. My dear. And the thing is, visibility is not all or nothing. In some environments, being fully public may be unsafe. I am not telling people to be reckless, but what I'm saying is don't confuse being cautious with self-erasure, because you can be safe and not be loud, but love yourself and do not erase yourself. Don't make yourself small. Visibility can be done internally. It doesn't have to be loud all the time. It doesn't have to be with a megaphone, a microphone like I am doing. It can be internally. It can be you telling yourself that I'm okay with who I am. Don't make yourself small. Understand that you are not a sinner, that you are not a taboo, that you are not a mistake, that you are not a phase, that you are the light, that you are wonderful. Say every of those wonderful things to yourself, because that's who you are. I can choose my level of visibility without accepting the idea that I am shameful. And that should be the same for you. You are not shameful. There is nothing wrong with being LGBTQIA+. There is nothing wrong with being a lesbian, being a trans man, a trans woman, gender non-conforming, non-binary, a gay person. There is nothing wrong with that. I mentioned this a few episodes ago. This particular young man was talking to me how he felt that homosexuality is a sin because of the way he's been raised and things he's heard. And I said to him, no, it is not a sin. Just make sure that you are okay with who you are, that you love yourself, and stop thinking that you are a sinner, because you are not. God created each and every one of us. And I need a lot of you to understand that if you have family members that are speaking to you anyhow, tell them about boundaries and be firm about it. Because for me, boundaries are non-negotiable. I have cut some people off because of this. Not everyone deserves access to your vulnerability, my vulnerability. Some people are curious. Some are compassionate. Some are collecting ammunition. I'm just saying, when they speak to you, and they do the things they do, they want to collect things that they will use to attack you. But you know the truth of the matter, discernment matters. There are certain boundaries that can be practical, and a lot of us need to understand this. Things like, I don't argue my humanity on demand. Because some of these people will come and say, I want to speak to you. Why are you gay? I want to know why you decided to be gay. Have you ever been with a woman? Have you ever been... Have you done that? Women's privacy is better than mine's. Blah, blah, blah. No, don't do that shit with them. I don't answer invasive questions because someone is older, religious, or louder. Can I repeat this to you? Because this is where a lot of us fail sometimes. You'll be like, they are older, they are maybe wiser, or they talk too much, they are louder than me. Do not answer invasive questions because you think someone is older than you, religious, or louder. Don't do it. I leave conversations that become extremely disrespectful. An example of this was yesterday. Some guy came on to speak to me, and I was having conversations with them. All of a sudden, they were like saying things that are extremely disrespectful, horrible, and all of the things. I just went quiet. I just allowed them to be talking. They continued to yap and say all of the nonsense. I left them. I didn't say anything. And they were talking and then disconnected. In a situation like that, silence is better because I want to preserve my energy. I don't want to be going back and forth with you. Why do I need to be doing that? Why? I protect my nervous system, not just my reputation. My dear, I want to be healthy, to feel fresh, to be good. I don't want things that will be giving me wahala, giving me headache, giving me problem. Access is earned. Entitlement is not intimacy, okay? No. Community. You need to build your community. Like, community for me is extremely non-negotiable. I no longer believe resilience means isolation. Chosen family is not a consolation prize. Community is survival infrastructure. I swear, I'm not saying alliance here. I mean community. Be in community with people who will help you, because community will do a lot of things for you. It will help you cope with situations. It will be your survival mechanism. It will be your comfort. It will be the things that will help you. And when you have a chosen family, it's important, but it's not supposed to be something that will console you. But where I am at the moment, I no longer believe that me being resilient means I am isolated. No, but I build things that is important, and there are things that you can look for. That's why I mentioned a lot of these things. And for me, what I look for is people who celebrate me, not people who tolerate me. I look for mutual support, not emotional extraction. I look for relationships where I can exhale, where I can breathe, where I can be at peace. And that is really important, because if you look at the fact that where I said I no longer believe in resilience means isolation, choosing family is not a consolation prize. Community is not a survival infrastructure. You need to look for the things that should be the right community for you, the right fit for you, and the right things for you. And all of the things that I mentioned, you have to look for these things. And if all of them align, then it's going to be a wonderful situation for you. And if I have to become smaller to belong, it means I'm in the wrong room, because every community is not a community for you if that community doesn't provide you what I just said. If it doesn't provide you to be yourself, if it doesn't provide you to grow, to evolve, to be your actual self, then you don't belong in a place that doesn't want you to flourish. I was in therapy. This was a few years ago. One of the times when I started going to therapy earlier in my life. Like not earlier in my life, but like my early days of therapy. I was speaking to my therapist at the time. She is a woman. As I was speaking to her, I had an epiphany, what they call an aha moment, right? I just come to a moment of realization where I just realized that, oh my God, all the love I've been receiving from some of my relatives is based on conditions. And I was asking myself this. And then I said to her, I just realized something. Mind you, she was just guiding me. We were talking. I was just pouring my heart. As I said to her, that I just realized something. I just feel like I don't have the type of love I think I have. The majority of it is based on conditions. And for some reason, that does not make me feel bad, because years prior, I would have felt bad. But coming to that moment of realization and the amount of therapy I have done as well, and the amount of being at peace with myself that I've done personally, and being someone that is extremely reflective, I'm okay with that. And I have to grieve that. The reason why I'm saying this, that one of my things is that love should be without conditions. I'm not interested in love that arrives with a list of disclaimers. Things like, I love you, but don't post that nonsense. I love you, but don't tell relatives. I love you, but don't expect public support. That is conditional acceptance. I have learned the difference between being loved and being managed. That is something that I learned, and it did not just happen instantly. It took me years to get here. Real love does not require you not to be visible. Yeah. And a majority of these people who, if they love you, I've said this before, that if someone loves you, they will say to you that they may not understand all of the things, but they will be here. You can be yourself. You can be as loud as you want to be. That will not affect anything. I will still love you. Yeah. If you are learning self-respect, because I feel like some of us may not really know how to respect ourselves because of the way society has treated a lot of LGBTQIA plus individuals. But just maybe take a deep breath, sit down, and ask yourself a few questions in the best way possible. This is something I used to do before as well. But just ask yourself this: what in my freaking life do I constantly and repeatedly over explain? What is that? Ask yourself that. Ask yourself, what do I tolerate because I'm afraid of losing people? What would change if I believe my dignity was not negotiable? Because the truth of the matter is, you do not have to become difficult to become clear. Clarity is enough. It is abundantly and extremely enough. And for someone like me, I'm going to end this by saying that my non-negotiables as a gay Igbo man, these are not demands for perfection. They are comments to self-respect. The goal is not to control other people. The goal is to stop negotiating the parts of myself, the parts of yourself that should never have been on the table. I want you to protect your peace, protect your clarity, protect everything that brings you joy and comfort. And remember, boundaries are not a punishment. They are not punishment. They are alignments. I want you to remember this. You deserve everything wonderful. Let people know how to respect you, how to treat you, how to be around you. Because if you allow some of these people, they will, no pun intended, trump all over you. Do not allow anybody treat you less than. Create firmer boundaries. Tell them what you are not ready to tolerate. Tell people not to disrespect you and dehumanize you. I want you to know that you are the light. You are not wrong. You are amazing. You are who you are. You are brought into this world for a reason. Remain who you are. There is nothing wrong with you. You are not a sinner. Until next time, I have been Charles Okeke. This has been Igbo Queer and Unfiltered podcast. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Thank you so much for joining the movement for visibility, truth, and representation. Have a wonderful time. I will see you in the next episode.